welcome back in. This is Sumner, and this is day 3 on my trip down to Florida for the Full Sail Hall of Fame week. You could hear the thunder crack right there, and the rain is coming down pretty heavy on this Monday morning, but for me, it was so beautiful to get to see it. Again, we had lots of snow in Wyoming this winter, and it was cold, and legit throughout the day, I would just go outside and just stand in the rain and just put my face up and take it in, because I was just so deprived of any other weather than just cold and snow. For the entirety of the week, they had these great exhibits set up from work that was done by alumni of the school. And it was just really cool to spend some time in the morning. I spent basically the whole morning just going through and looking at all these awesome props. There was Grammys there by people, and it was just so cool to take it in. So these next couple of pictures were things that are really attached to me and my friendships, because they helped build parts of my character and who I am through the stories they told. It was just really cool to get to see that people that went to school where I'm going to school created those things. And so it was a real reflection period for me to go through, take it all in, and kind of sharpen the direction of where I want to go, or maybe be more well-pointed in what I want to do, and also reflect on the mark I want to leave behind. You can see the Oscars, the Grammys. Up in the left-hand top there's a shadow box for Avatar. And this was really funny because in high school, I remember my friends and I personally didn't like it at first, and it took me a long time to like it, but it was cool to get to see. So this guy right here, this is Kyle in the yellow hat. And Kyle was my point of contact throughout the week. He works for Full Sail University in multiple different roles, wears a lot of different hats for them, but he is community manager, and he's known as Community Kyle. And Kyle, I was so just taken aback by his ability to bounce around, do all these different jobs, and still find a way to love on people. That was the one thing I felt heard talking with Kyle. I felt that he was there. He truly wanted to listen. He truly wanted to build friendships, and I was just so encouraged. I got to spend lots of time with Kyle throughout the week, and just can't say enough about that guy. And Kyle, if you're watching this, love you, buddy. Thank you so much for an awesome week. So one of the main things that was happening Monday morning was the Tech Expo. Full Sail had brought in all these different tech companies, and students were encouraged to go around, check out the different booths, and just have fun being around all this new technology, getting cards so that they can contact these tech companies if they need something. And it was just fun to wander around. I've never been to a tech expo, so wandering around, seeing the different booths, seeing people interact, it was cool to take in. So while I was at the Tech Expo, I got a call from Bennett, and Bennett's been my mentor during my time at school. He's poured into me so much, and he called me, was like, hey, let's do a tour of the campus, and I want to show you the Armada practice space. So as you can see, we're walking through here. Campus is a lot more populated today than it was on Sunday. For whatever reason, neither here nor there, but we went ahead and we walked over, met up with Bennett, and we did a backlot tour as well as a tour of all the different tech buildings. So check it out. So when you first get to Full Sail, you would never guess that this is on campus, a fully fleshed out backlot of so many different scenes from different parts of the country, and this is where students get to use hands-on application of filming. And so it was just really cool to see that school had that.
There we go. So it moves in all of the different degrees.
Wow.
So they built that program, and then if you look up here on the screen, you can see that they built different things along with it.
That is crazy.
And then their final project, so this is one of their first projects that they started. So they code the games to work with it, so you watch the car move.
It was really cool to see the 3D printer labs here as well as across the hall. They had a mix of green screen with virtual reality. All these are classrooms where students are learning hands-on how to apply their trade to the industry and hone their skills.
We've built space stations in here, we've built trains, bunkers, bars, hotels. This is part of the degree program in the film. You start from scratch, like you learn every aspect of filmmaking, whether that's craft services or directing. Like you go all the way through all the different ones. And one of them is building sets.
Walking past all of these character models was really cool. They're all done by students, and getting to see them on display, see all the hard work that they're putting in is paying off. They're also learning how to apply these character models across different programs, and it's all a part of their degree field. So it was just really cool to take it in, see what they're working on, and be encouraged by the art they're making. Another cool thing that Full Sail is doing is they don't have a traditional looking campus. They actually have taken over, and you can tell, different chunks of an old shopping center. So it was cool to see them taking these old broken down parts of the community and making them something new. So we made it down to the Full Sail Armada practice rooms, which it's cool that they have this beautiful space dedicated to their esports teams so that they can practice on, the latest high-tech gear. And coming in here as streamers, we had access to it throughout the week if we wanted to stream. And a couple of people really took advantage of that, and just, cool to reflect on seeing a space like this. So one of the biggest things that happened on Monday actually didn't happen on campus. It happened back at the hotel, and it was all the online students getting to connect and make friendships. It wasn't organized by the school or anything. My friend Monica and I were like, hey, you know what? Let's go sit and see what happens. Let's see if people filter out. We threw a message in the Slack channel, I think, and we went out there with a couple Coronas and we just hung out, we waited, and slowly but surely all these different people from different walks of life came out, and it was just so fun to talk about our different stories, to talk about our degree programs, share funny things that had been happening to us in our degree programs, and then also just make great friendships. And I didn't record any of it because I really wanted to be in the moment for it. It's so hard to balance being behind the camera and recording something and then just being in the moment. But reflecting on it, it was definitely the highlight of Monday for me, was just getting to be with all of those people, making friendships. We were out there until 12 in the morning, but we were out there giggling like, you know, little kids, because we were out there doing typing competitions to see who the fastest typer was. And so you can tell we were a bunch of nerds if, you know, that's what we were out there doing. But hey, let's keep it weird, right? Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you drop a thumbs up on the video. You turn on your notifications. You make sure you hit the subscribe. Share this video with a friend who maybe wanted to be at the Full Sail experience this week. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.